With the run you're on, unfortunately, do you have to worry about attitude of they often say, losing can breed losing?
Yeah, I think this confidence is a big thing. We need to worry about more confidence rather than attitude. Losing can become a habit as well as winning. So it's up to the easiest thing for us to do right now as a coaching staff, as a playing staff, is feel sorry for yourself. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there happy with the situation that we're in right now, and it's only us that can put it right.
Coaching philosophy-wise now, is it? Do you try to coddle them a little bit, or break them down, or pick them up?
No, I think it's a little bit of both. Everything really. You've got to try and pick them up for the game. There's no doubt about it. But obviously we've got to try and point out the mistakes that we're making in games that's costing us. I will say another decision could go our way. Chris Boy's second goal that gets called for offside, I don't think it's offside. And as I say, I think we could point to a decision going away or not going away in every single game that could change the face of the game. But right now we're just not getting the breaks.
You talked about some changes. Do you expect some major changes to the lineup on Saturday?
Well, as I say, I'll always speak to players first before I do anything like that. So for me, I'm not going to comment on that question.
The team showed flashes of quality Saturday night. What does it need to really continue that through the full 90 at this point?
I think that if we go in at half-time 1-0 up, it's a different mentality in the locker room. We went in half-time 1-1, it was like deflation, the guys were like down, and I said to them, hey, we played some good football after the first initial 7 to 9 minute period, and then we came into the game, Boydie scores, and as I say, unlucky not to go 2-0 up, and you're looking at it thinking, we get in at half-time, regroup, just make a couple of adjustments, and then we go out feeling good about ourselves in the second half. As I say, that goal kind of sets you back. The guys come in, wondering how or not to go ahead. But when you dive into guys like Robbie Keane, they're going to punish you, and that's what he did.
Next up, Kansas City, undefeated. Obviously, they have a game on Wednesday that sort of might play a little bit to our advantage. What are you telling the team in preparation this week?
Well, obviously we just get back in today, not telling them anything regarding Kansas right now. But big, powerful team. Go a lot of direct balls from front to back. From back to front into CJ Sapong, and then they play off them. They've got Graham Zuzi, who's a young player emerging in the central midfield there that can strike the ball very well from set pieces and the run of play. So they're a quality team. That's why they've won all their games this season. Salt Lake went there and obviously found it very difficult. It's a difficult team to play against, home or away. It's another big game. As I say, that there's no better place to play against one of the best teams in the country at home, and hopefully guys will be up and ready for it.
You're bringing in trialists, you have a couple more. Do you worry about the balance there? I mean, you got guys in a position, obviously you need help, but do you worry about the psyche of the guys you already have here?
Well, it's like any job in any walk of life, in any profession. You've got to do your job. I'm no different. If we continue to be on this form and we keep losing games, and my job's on the line, and it's no different from players. I told the players at the weekend, we're in this together. There's the only way we're going to get out of it is me sticking with the players and the players sticking by the coaching philosophy and what we're trying to build here. And you're always under pressure. You don't produce, you're out the door, plain and simple. And that'll be the same as every other person that has a job in today's world.
I want to ask you about John Ireland. You brought him in here. Why you bring him here? What do you expect him to bring to the table?
Well, he brings a wealth of knowledge and experience. I played under him when he was a fitness coach in Colorado in 2001, and just with his methods, mentalities, and his philosophies towards the fitness side of the game, nutrition, he definitely prolonged my career for a couple of years, and I felt a huge benefit in working with him. We would have brought him here away at the start if the situation had been right. But sometimes you've got to wait for good people. So he's come in. The guys have really responded well. Obviously, his work will take a couple of weeks, a month to bed in there and see the fruits of his passion or the fruits of his labour, and we'll see where we go.
Going to ask about Lavelle Palmer as a center midfield. Are we going to see more of him in that role?
Yeah, possibly. I think that Lavelle will probably tell you that he probably prefers playing in that position more than the right back area. So for us, we put Steve Puddy out there. I think Steve did all right for his first game in a long time. And as I say, people get a chance to play. You just hope that they grasp that chance and don't look back from there.
Can you talk about having Footy